afforded that wonderful introduction. PLD, this hyper-modular program where you can choose to come to get alumni status in 2 extra weeks or beyond. How many of you are in Module 5? How many of you have been in a Module 5 or can be alumni through Module 5? This is the way of the future. I think 10 years from now, whoever the Dean of HBS will be, PLD will be the core executive program of the school. Right now, it's essentially A&P. But I think that PLD is going to grow and develop, partly because of the nature of the program, partly because of you. So that's where I kind of want to start off. It's how do you build a vibrant PLD? And I think 10 years into the mission, this is a stunning program. We're going to declare success. We would not have as many people in this room if it wasn't successful. But as we change, we're going to be now cutting into GNP. Because of its hypermodularity and the way we're designing it and the use of technology, we're going to cut into GNP. And we may well cut into ANP. Because a lot of 40-year-old types don't want to be away for eight weeks. So that's where the school is now. And PLD has done very well here. And we're going to begin to move into this space here. And this is a space that is way more challenging to affirm. This is pretty straightforward. This is not straightforward.
I've always been attached to PLD. And I was actually at the very first PLD Summit when I remember we were only like 60 people. And I traveled all the way from Romania to New York City for that event. Well, I just believe there's a great amount of energy that lies with the people, and I think it's tremendously valuable to be part of this amazing community.
It's really important to come together again in a venue where you can learn together again. We do lots of professional development, in our daily lives and our specific career areas, and it's so nice to come back and hear from people in other industries, other job functions, and just get re-energized again. And the great thing about doing this at the PLD Summit is that we get to interact with people not just from our own PLD class, but from all of the PLD classes. We can kind of all come together and really expand the network and continue to go on this learning journey together.
It is important to come together again post-PLD because it offers you a renewal of your learnings that you had in PLD. More importantly, it serves as a reaffirmation of the bonds that you built with your fellow PLD members. What we bring in is across diversity and heterogeneity, but we leave with a homogeneous approach to lead change as we go back to our respective jobs in our countries.
The highlight of the day, being the first time in the PLD Summit, was that I've seen again so many dear faces where we could enjoy some learnings. Actually, we had a case study with Professor Tushman, a face which is very much associated with innovation, and that's something which us as leaders should embrace on a daily basis.
The highlight of the PLD Summit is meeting up with a lot of our PLD 18 and Module 5 friends, and we have plenty of those. And also coming back after learning a lot, applying it to real life, coming back with our stories with work colleagues or in your personal life, and being able to share that. I also really found it interesting that there were a lot of people from other PLDs that we had a chance to interact with, really dynamic, successful people that we got to meet and exchange stories with.
I think after the nice times we had on campus, it's really important to get the chance to get together, see each other again, catch up on our personal life, but also how it's going on the business side, share experience, and maybe continue asking a few questions or ask for advice from the other. It's really a great opportunity, I would say.
I would definitely recommend other PLDers to come to the summit. One of the speakers that we had this morning was absolutely fantastic. The director of the Royal Opera, very dynamic, completely had us enthralled for about an hour. Of course, Professor Tushman had a little case study, which was great to be back in the classroom environment, raise your hands and share your opinion, defend your opinion. But I highly recommend this for anyone who has done PLD to come back.
I recommend other PLDers to come for the summit simply because it's like getting together one more time, sharing our life experiences and learning on how to move on further on.
In addition to that, I think it's a good chance to get an update on how the program is going to develop in the future. So we got an update from Professor Tushman, and I think it's a good chance to get regular updates.
I think the fun bit is definitely, having the casual laughs on people's lives ever since we last left one another and what had happened throughout this time. And it's sharing some of the jokes that we had throughout PLD and rekindling those jokes all together. So I think it's good to see that everybody's authentic, everybody's themselves, everybody's able to laugh and joke about just anything and everything under the sun. And I think that for me was the fun bit. And it's not all serious within the classrooms, it's fun and games throughout the sessions of lunches and drinks that we're having post the summit itself.